Hey, Bob McGurty, the Rickshaw Journey guy here, and thank you for checking in today. And I'm excited to share a story with you. But first of all, if you're brand new here, I'm Bob McGurty, and I share what I call the Rickshaw Journey. And it's just a journey about life. Sometimes I share lessons, sometimes I share about ministry that I'm involved in, sometimes I share principles, but would love for you to connect. My website is rickshawjourney.com. My email is bob at rickshawjourney.com. And feel free, send an email, connect. Just love to have you be a part of it. And YouTube is where I'm really trying to concentrate and build just a catalog of videos, lessons, information. And if you go on YouTube, youtube.com, hit the forward slash and put Bengali Bob and Bengalibob, Bengali Bob, and you'll get there. Or if you go on YouTube, probably hit Bob McGurty or Rickshaw Journey, and you'll find me. But would love for you to subscribe. You'll get the notices, you'll get the updates. Today, I want to share a story, and it's actually one of the chapters of my upcoming book, and I call it The Tree I Couldn't Climb. I grew up between New Jersey and Illinois, and I lived in a little place, 508 Everett Avenue, in a place called Romeoville, Illinois, just outside of Joliet, not too far. And when I was a young boy, maybe 5, 6 years old, there was a tree in the front of our house, and I couldn't climb it. My next door neighbors, not next door, but across the street, Dougie and Donnie Woods, they could climb the tree. They were good at it. And it was always like this defeat. I couldn't climb the tree. And one particular day, the memory just stands out with me. Um, we were all playing, and I did something. I think I lied to my mom about something, and so on this particular day, Dougie and Donnie had been outside. My brother, my younger brother Bernie, was outside, but I couldn't. Not only could I not climb the tree because of physical, but I was punished. So I'm in my room, and the unfortunate part was I had a clear view of the tree. My brother, I don't remember him climbing it. He was 4 years younger than me, so probably he might not have even been out there. But Dougie and Donnie were climbing the tree, and I could see it, but I couldn't even be near them. And what's worse than not being able to do something because you physically can't do it, doing it because you're actually not even allowed to be there to try. And we had a nice yard. It was typical neighborhood, but that tree just, I always thought about it. And over the years, I haven't lived there since I was probably 10 years old. But over the years, if the opportunity would come, I would drive by that Romeoville, and the house would look pretty much the same, sometimes nicer, sometimes not so. But that tree, it's just there. And so it was probably 10 or 15 years ago. I was with a friend of mine, Dr. Rob Palacios, a dentist in New Jersey, good friend, Rob and Sally. And Rob and I were attending a bioethics conference. And it was pretty close to that house. And I said, "Hey, Rob, let's just drive by. I want to show you where I lived when I was a kid." And so him and I drive by, and I probably shared a few stories of growing up. We go to the conference, and we kind of go our separate ways. But I go back, and I'm just like, I just want to spend some pause time, like just sit out there and pause and maybe walk the neighborhood from like my house to where I went to school. Just a little memory lane reflection. So I get in my rental car, and I'm in a suit and tie. So I'm coming from a medical conference. Park not in front of the house, but close to it, maybe a house away. I didn't want to look like this stalker because probably that's what I really was. And I'm just looking at the house. It looks great. It looks better than I remember it as a kid. Smaller looking because I'm now bigger, and so it looks smaller. And I'm looking at the tree, And again, those memories are coming back. It's crazy. So I knew that I wanted to meet the current tenants or owners. So I just said, what the heck? And I'm dressed nice. I don't look like a bum. So let's do it. So I go to the door by myself, knock on the door, and a gentleman comes, Hispanic, and his English, we weren't communicating so well. And he's like, 1 minute. And his daughter comes out, and she was a teenager, maybe 15 or 16. And so I'm through a translator saying, hey, when I was a little kid, I used to live here. And now I'm hoping against hope that they're going to invite me in, which they don't. But I mean, and who would, stranger? Hey, I used to live here. Can I come in? But through the conversation, I was talking about different memories. I was pointing out things. We walked in the backyard together. I showed him where we planted watermelons. The back fence, I told him about the bushes that we used to have. But we're going back, a good 40 years in time as I'm telling this story. And it was very nice. I didn't ask to take a picture, would have liked to have. And so I get back in my car and thank them for their time. And I apologize if I've disturbed them or whatever. But I'm sitting in that car and it's just eating me alive. I had never climbed the tree. Uh, those of you that know me, yeah, I did. I got out of the car. I undid my tie and I climbed the tree. All kinds of things were going through my mind, like, hey, I'm 46 years old now. What if I still can't do what I couldn't do at 6? But I climbed it, brushed myself off, got in the car, and took off just in case they had called somebody. I'd be gone. So why do I share that story? It's a simple story, not a big deal. There are things of our life that were never conquerable. And they form on us, those early impressions, those early things that happen to us, they stay with us. And to me, going to that house was a memory of what I couldn't do. And now, I mean, a 6-year-old climbs a tree different than a 46-year-old. But it was like this unconquered thing that I conquered. And so sometimes they're not physical, sometimes they're emotional. Sometimes you meet someone and that same feeling that you had so many years ago, you're a different person, you're more mature, you're more grown up, you're more educated, you're more culturally astute, aware. You've overcome different things, but they kind of stay in you. And so maybe it's metaphorical, and you can compare it to something else, but what things in your life have you not conquered, and what can you do to conquer them? It's a simple story. I'm not recommending that you find the tree you couldn't climb 25, 30 years ago and climb it, but I am telling you that there are things that stay with you, and we all do something with it. And it's not a crazy idea to overcome something that's still in you and with you, even if it doesn't have a consequence. Build your faith, boost your confidence that, hey, I can deal with this. And some things we just let live rent free in our head, and it really doesn't need to. For me, it took climbing the tree to get that unconquerable out. Um, yeah, that's my story. I hope that in the coming weeks and months, I'll share more of some of the things I'm writing in the book. Um, I'm having fun doing it. I'm enjoying life. I apologize that I'm not at my house where this podcast would be a little quieter. I'm at an airport lounge and on my way to somewhere else, but I thought this would be a good moment. Appreciate you. Thank you for being on the journey with me. Please visit the website, rickshawjourney.com. Reach out to me. Check this out on YouTube. Be a subscriber. Thank you for joining in. Rickshaw Journey is just put together, share stories, talk about life, and hopefully along the way I can be of some value and encouragement and inspiration to you. So thanks for listening in. and look forward to talking to you next week. Take care.